God came in the house and he said, same day service. That's all. Thank you. I got so much stuff that I need him to do. Laying in the bed 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, amen. Rolling, tossing and turning, amen. It ain't all because, amen, sometimes you just can't get comfortable because you got so much going on in your mind thinking about and talking about what God has shown you. I'm not talking about, amen, what somebody just told you. I'm talking about when you done seen for yourself. When you done seen yourself walking in your vision. When you have seen yourself, actually you visualize and perceive your own self walking in the midst of what God has promised. And you're looking at it and you're smiling and you're telling yourself, God, look at you. Now. 3 things to expedite change. He said, first of all, you have to envision change. Amen. We've heard it for years and for years and for years, and now you're hearing it again, and everybody acting like it's new bread that's been sliced. Change is necessary. Change is not always comfortable, but it's necessary. Case in point, see, and this is how God talks to me. Because when I ask them about this change, why do people say change is necessary? A couple of years ago, or maybe even a few years ago, remember, federal law was passed that all television stations had to switch from analog to digital. It didn't matter where you lived or who you were or how much money you had or what kind of TV you had. The law was passed, we were going from analog to digital. Those of us, amen, that had cable and satellite, we was all right. And those, amen, that lived out in the rural areas, amen, all they had was the aerial antenna. Come on here, somebody. It didn't matter, amen, whether you had cable, satellite, amen, or the aerial antenna, the change was coming. And because the government understood and did not want everybody to be left out, they said, I'm going to give you free converter boxes. Amen, somebody. And you have people today, amen, amen, they so did not want change. They still don't have a converter box. Come on here, somebody. But yet, because they did not want the change, it did not stop the change. I come to let you know, even the change that's taking place even now. I'm not talking about change that's getting ready to take place, but change that is taking place. It doesn't matter whether we're ready. It doesn't matter whether we want to. It's coming. It is happening. And it's up to us, amen, to make the necessary changes. So first of all, you have to envision change. You have to see it. You have to recognize it. Visualize it. When you're laying, amen, when I'm laying, I'm looking at what God showed me. I'm visualizing change. So how do you visualize? How do you envision the change? First of all, amen, you have to see it in your own spirit. You envision the change, amen, because of the prophetic utterance that was spoken. When prophecy comes into your life, when it's speaking something into your life, amen, you have to stand back and actually see yourself walking in what was said. The problem is we hear it, but we don't visualize, we don't envision change. Well, when God do it, he'll just do it. We expect God to just throw us into stuff. We expect him to just force stuff on us. Amen, somebody. I come to let you know, amen, everything is not going to be forced. You're not going to be thrown into it. Amen, somebody. It's just going to come. And if you have not envisioned it, you won't see it when it happens. And it's going to pass you by. And the problem with some people, amen, change, amen, has come. We did not see it. We did not recognize it. We knew about it, but we did not envision it. And it passed us by. And now we're asking God why. Wait a minute. I thought you said I did. You didn't see it when it happened. You didn't picture yourself walking in it. One of the things, amen, I told on last Sunday, one of the things that keeps us in ministry, amen, is that it has to be in our heart. Tell it now. That's right. Envisioning yourself. Envision change. I know God is, see, and you have to look at world events. Look at what's happening. How many of you keep yourself up on current events? Amen. Nobody, see? You don't know what's going on in the world. Amen, somebody. Bible prophecy is being fulfilled even as we sit sit here. And a lot of times we don't even realize it. Come on, somebody. Prophetic, amen, the prophecy of the red heifer came years ago. It's in the book of Revelations. Some people miss it. Some people, amen, didn't even grab hold to it. Amen, but there was a red heifer that was born. God help me. Bible prophet, Revelation prophecy is being met. It's in the Bible. Yes, it is. Y'all looking at me funny. Did he just say heifer? Yeah, I said it's in the word. Okay, red cow. Okay, Lord have mercy. World events. How can you understand world? How can you understand prophecy if you don't even know what's going on in the world around you? Come on, somebody. You have to envision the change that is coming. We've been talking about the New World Order for decades. We're further along into it than what we even realize. The mark of the beast has been here. It ain't just getting here. It has been here. And it's been here for years. It's been here for decades. The problem, the thing is, they're just conditioning the minds of the people. They're releasing it. They're releasing the principles first. So when it's time, amen, when it's time for the manifestation of the mark on the forehead or on the hand, amen, that everybody, the majority of people be like, yep, yeah, I need it. Huh? Already trying to put chips in your babies. They're making it, amen, they're trying to condition your mind because first they want to start with your animals. Well, just in case Fido get lost, you'll know where he is. Huh? Put a little chip in him, make it law mandated, put a little chip in him so you know where he is. We can find him, we can scan him, amen, and we can know whether he had his shots in the ASPCA. Amen. Everybody will know where your little cat is, you know where your little kitty cat is. Come on here, somebody. And they condition your mind. Listen, you need to put this little thing in your child's backpack. And ain't nothing wrong, amen, with knowing where your child is, amen. But it's all part of the conditioning process. You need to buy this backpack that has this transmitter already in it. Amen. So if the child gets in trouble, they can pull a little string and it makes a lot of noise. All that's all well and good for security, but it's part of conditioning. Amen. If it gets you like, yes, yes, yes. Amen, somebody. And every time you turn around, there's some law that's being passed, getting you conditioned. You got to understand, stop just looking at stuff just, amen, on the natural sense and start looking at the supernatural. How is this going to affect me spiritually? Envision the change. So you also look at it, and so when you envision change for your life, you have to see what has God spoken, what has He said. Do you see yourself already walking in it? If He promised you favor, do you see yourself walking in it? Do you sit at home and imagine yourself walking in that favor? Or are you just waiting on it to just show up at your door with a name tag, hello, I'm favor? Come on here, somebody. I've already seen the new house. I've already seen the new facility. I've walked in it. I've planned it. Come on here, somebody. I've already walked by and spoke to the staff. I didn't walk by and just look at no empty floor plan. Amen. I've seen physical bodies sitting at a desk, on the phone talking about, I'm taking care of this. The overseas services, this is, I've already walked in it and seen it. Walking through the house with a big smile on your face. Broke is all I know. Woo! Huh?